that's why I talked about this book the first week, The Bait of Satan. I told you, if you don't remember, that when I was in graduate studies for counseling, I found out about this book. And then since then, I'm not kidding, every psychologist and counselor I know recommends it over and over again. Matter of fact, when I talked about it the first week, I had more than one person come up saying, hey, I was in counseling and my counselor recommended it. So Wednesday night, we had 10 copies and sold out of those. At 9 a.m. service, I thought, oh, we're fine. We had 30 copies and sold out of it. So 11, I'm sorry, you don't get any. So you can go to Amazon though. But the book's about don't let Satan hold out the bait of hurt and pain and have you grab hold of it and take offense. The danger of living a life where you're offended. The danger of not letting go. And the bottom line is Jesus doesn't want you to live that way. Turn in your Bibles to Matthew chapter 18. Matthew 18. I'll give you time to get there. Jesus in this section is telling a very powerful story. He wants us to know how true what we're talking about is and how he views it and how he interacts with us based on that. So Matthew chapter 18, you want to be in verse 23, and Jesus is going to talk about a guy that needs to be forgiven, and then once he is forgiven, will he forgive somebody else? So in Matthew 18:23, it says, for this reason, Jesus said, the kingdom of heaven is like a king who wanted to settle account with his slaves. And when he had begun to settle them, one who owed him 10,000 talents was brought to him. That's about $300 million. By the way, some commentators think it's more than that. But no matter what, it's at least $300 million he's in debt.